Good morning, everybody. It says we're live. I'm going to trust that. Hold on, let's make sure. Not yet. We're not there yet. Oh, I think we can maybe send stars to show your support.
Wait.
So that means...
No, that's not it.
Look.
What's that?
This popped up, so I think...
What's it mean? Oh. Okay. Go in and go back out. Yeah.
There it goes. Okay, now it's showing live.
All right.
We did it. Welcome to Paint Pixie's Magical Mystery or Mystery Magical Paint Party. Mom's over here. There we go. Hi, Debbie. Welcome in. So this is our first time doing it with StreamYard because we wanted to try to show what we were doing, because this is kind of the setup I use for when I do readings and stuff. So we also just wanted to figure out and streamline a way that could work for future monthly paint parties where we could have you guys jump on and actually create with us.
Hi, Lavada and Debbie.
Good morning. So before we get started, I'm Mio.
I'm Josie.
In case you didn't know.
And we're the Paint Pixies.
We just need my sister over here to like package up some stuff in the background quietly because she's the introvert. So anyways, we just wanted to try to do something fun and different. We tried to organize something bigger, but life and miscommunication on the time. Sorry, guys. So moving forward, I want to have our creators jump on with us, as well as maybe one of you guys, if you want to sit and create and craft with us while we're working on stuff.
Right. And what I would like to do as an incentive for one of you to craft along with us live, and we're going to keep these to an hour, I promise.
Ish.
Hour-ish. I will give anybody who wants to craft. You're going to be crafting is what I mean, not just jump on, but you need to also be crafting. I will give you a $25 Paint Pixie gift card.
And you can get a lot for that, because every month now, if you have been paying attention to the newsletters as well as the announcements, we have featured items of the month, which is a magical chalk paint, a liquid pixie dust, and a brush that we highlight and feature. And each of those items are 20% off every month without a code, anything like that, as well as free shipping for items over $75 and for orders up to 75, up to 15 pounds.
What it is, it's any order, any products you buy $75 or more is free shipping. And the reason it's up to 15 pounds is because now at that point, we have to get estimates from UPS or USPS. But that's a lot. That's usually what the people who sell in their shops or whatever, that's a lot.
So that's not... Yeah, I would say that's a lot of
15 pounds is
I mean, we're not discouraging a big paint order.
Right.
But don't think that you're gonna hit that.
Right. I had to put that little disclaimer for my wholesale customers.
Oh, right.
It's like, oh, okay.
Today I also
thank you, Barb. Barb is pedaling into art.
What?
Pedaling.
Oh, pedaling into art.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, so I don't have my glasses on. That's why.
Oh, that's why I'm reading. Okay.
Before we get started, I'm going to pull some I am affirmation cards. So if anybody, I'm going to pull some for us kind of collectively. And then if you want one specifically for you, just drop a comment in the box.
And I'll be watching the comments.
Yes. Just say me, please. Or
Hello,
tell me something that you want to create or manifest, or that you would wish happened this week. Just leave us a comment and then I'll pull a card for you. So this is going to be collectively. So even if you're watching it later, hello.
So Debbie is working on one of our pumpkins. So Debbie, is it the pumpkin with the Aperol Spritz, the big pumpkin, or is it the fall bundle with the little pumpkin and all the leaves? This morning, what I ended up doing, because I had some people ask if I would just sell the pumpkin or just sell the paint. So now I have those split up on the website. So if you buy them separate, the big 7-inch pumpkin is $5, or the Aperol Spritz where are we here? This size, right, is $5. If you buy them together, they're $8. So you get to save 20%, which is a $2 savings.
The first card we got is I am loving myself.
And hopefully these resonate with someone out there, right?
Oh,
that
absolutely.
one should be everybody. I am loving myself.
And I always say this too, because if like you can't pour from an empty cup, and it's more than just loving yourself, like self-care, like let me just go get a massage today. It's truly loving yourself, truly being able to look at yourself in the eyes and say, give yourself some compliments that are non-physical attributes of beautiful things about who you are as a person, who you are as a friend, a sister, mother. What are ways that you can just love on yourself a little bit more and better? I am savoring each moment.
I love that.
And being a foodie, I actually savor life this way as well. So it's like why I think my ex used to get annoyed when we would travel, because I was constantly like, oh, let me take a picture of this. Hold on, let me look at the colors, let me look at the textures. Like, wow, look at how beautiful all these things are around us, and look at the flowers, and look at the stars, and look. And it's like, come on, let's go. We're gonna be late. Savoring each moment is being able to find the romance in your life. They say romanticize your life. Yeah, throw on the candles, throw on the music, like treat yourself to something beautiful today, even if it's like an extra cozy blanket.
Yeah.
Well, it's too hot here in Vegas for that, but
pretty
if
soon
it's hoodie season where you're at, do something that's going to help you savor each moment today. I like to sit outside in my backyard and have my coffee and my little wake and bake and just like do my meditation and just like appreciate the quietness and the garden and the sun that comes through, and just like have a little moment of gratitude to kind of start my day as well. And so I always encourage people, like, if you have a grateful heart, it's hard to fill it with negativity and other things that want to come in throughout the day. So
good advice.
I am living poetry.
Oh, what does that mean?
So our lives are constantly creations. And I always talk about this, where whether it's art or writing, like think of what's happening in your life, like a manuscript or a poem, where it's not always going to be rainbows and butterflies. A lot of the most beautiful poetry in the world is created from dark moments of pain and agony and the depths of hell that you're going through, but that you survive and come out of. And so I am living poetry is kind of that reminder of like, what, line by line, it could be different, but what are you writing? And I put them all together with the love for yourself, with savoring each moment. And then how can you make that a living, breathing, work of art? How can your life be this moving piece of artwork? And bottom of the deck is I am part of the cosmic whole. Okay, so did anyone want a card?
Does anybody want Melissa or Mio to pull a card for you? Let us know in the comments.
And while you are leaving that comment,
and we will be creating, I just thought it would be fun to have Melissa kind of start us off this way, because when she is doing her lives by herself, afterwards, I get so many people like, oh, I loved that. And I love listening to her.
And if you love that, I actually have 5 seasons of a podcast with my best friend and I, where we talk about all of these different things, and we talk about healing, and we talk about like all these beautiful human moments that we all go through. And then every month, close to the 7th of the month, her and I go on YouTube Live and we do readings where you can sign up and do little mini readings, or you can book like a one-on-one. We have like online courses and classes and stuff to help people understand if they're in this journey and this healing journey, and they just want a community and connect with people. We do retreats and workshops.
All right, Debbie would love one.
I will pull hers in just a moment. So this is still the end of the collective one. We'll go release your blocks. So these are your obstacles, your blockages, your belief systems that are holding you back from moving on and moving forward. releasing anything that you don't need for this project in your life right now. Hypothetically speaking,
Okay.
not like
Right,
figuratively
right.
speaking, right? So releasing what is stopping you from, like, if you're like, I'm going through it, it's like, okay, we'll go around it.
Get it out.
And then trust all will be well.
Oh, I love that.
I love that. Okay, so Debbie,
Mm.
is that what you said?
Debbie, yep. Debbie would like the card.
And then we will paint.
Yeah.
And so what wisdom does Debbie need today?
You know what I like? Sometimes when I create kits, but prior sometimes to even creating kit, I'll do the Dear God letter. I have a Dear God letter kit. I don't think that's online anymore. I'm not sure. Because once I sell out of them, I kind of stop for a bit. And then I've had Pray Big, angel kits. It's amazing, especially the ones with the message, Pray Big or the Dear God. I always gift those. I always gift my project, my finished project. And I am every single time, because I just do a random scroll on my phone and pick someone, is usually how I do it. Every single time someone says to me, you don't know how much I needed to hear that today. And I am always drawn, I feel like even more and more since we moved to Sedona, I am really drawn by, I'm going to say, God kind of sending me a message saying, you know what, you need to do this. It's time that you go on a live. And like I just did one the other day, and the print, I printed out a decoupage with, it's got a couple of angels, and the message is, I am with you always. And that's part of the Bible, Matthew, I believe is 28:20. All of a sudden, I'd been waiting months and months and months to figure out what I was going to do with this print. And finally, the other day, it's almost like it was spiritually, I was led to like, it's time, somebody needs this. And it was really cool because I was able to gift it to somebody. I really had hoped, I really wanted to gift it to one of the hurricane victims. If somebody knew somebody that just needed a message, but no one messaged me, but somebody. So then I did say, well, if you know anyone that needs this, let me know. And the person that messaged me, I'm sending it to a family member who just lost her husband. And this woman, her sister-in-law just feels like I'm ready to go too, kind of thing, right? Because it's so sad. The grief. So I hope when she gets it, I hope she'll love it.
So Debbie got, I am manifesting the life that I deserve.
Oh, Debbie, great.
I am living poetry. I am releasing what is no longer aligned with my vibration. With the bottom of the deck, I am safe.
So Debbie, these are your messages. So I hope they resonate with you.
I am going to do a giveaway. So whoever will make it to the end of the video, and I'll figure out how we'll do that. But I do have a deck I'll give away, and I'll ship out. And
we'll give away one of our magical mystery paint decks. That'll be fun.
That one. And these ones I do have. So if anyone just wants to order some, I do have them on my website, but I'll do a giveaway today. All right, let me just pull a couple moon cards for Debbie. Yeah, so you got to release what is no longer aligned with you. Because what worked for you maybe 10 years ago may not be the thing that works now. Step up and lead. Thinking about teaching a class, thinking about organizing some paint community, some crafting nights. That would be fun. Yeah. Work through your feelings. You're prepared. You could do this. Whatever apprehensions, and then it's releasing what is no longer aligned with your vibration. So if you have any self-doubts or anything like that, like that's what it's saying, is to work through that. All right. And then we got Julie.
Yeah. So Julie will be the last one, I think, and then we'll start doing a little crafting.
Sounds good. We have these cute little. So one Christmas ago or a couple Christmases ago, I bought all of these like ornament things because they were on like super duper clearance. And so I've been trying to like find all these like ideas for
These are really
using them
cool.
up. And there's a girl on Instagram that's like my timeless timber art or something, and she just paints on pieces of wood. And they're
Oh,
the cutest little scenes. It's like what I've
Yeah,
set up and sent you. So that's going to be the inspiration for today, and then I'll make sure to tag her. But I like following other creators, and I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I like
yeah.
seeing
You
what
learn
other
from
like
them.
to do tutorials. Like it's not beneath me to do a tutorial.
Yeah.
Julie, I am becoming the best version of myself daily. I am strong and I am supported.
I love these.
Bottom of the deck, I am healing.
And let us know, Julie, if any of these resonate with you. I always find it fascinating. I have my own little deck at home that sorry, it's hard for me to call her Mio. Melissa, it's her given name. Her nickname is Mio.
It's fine.
Anyway, she gifted me a deck. And so once in a while I pull them. I'm like, you know what? This is really appropriate for right now or today.
And this is still for Julie. Embrace the flow of life. And go for it. So whatever it is, it's a yes. Go for it.
I have goosebumps on that one, Julie.
Ooh,
Goosebumps
see
on
the
that
bigger
one.
picture at the bottom of the deck. See the bigger picture. And I think we'll do one more.
What kind of cards are these? I just got a teaching tarot deck. Are these Oracle or your I am cards?
Yeah, these are created? So I created this deck. My friend and I made these I am affirmation cards. And so you can go to miobaclini.com.
Here, I was going to say, want me to type it in? Or you have it ready?
I'll just grab the link and I'll type that. Shop.
Oh, there you go.
And they're actually on sale. And these are the last of the last, and then they are no more.
And this is the big deck, the big size.
Yeah. Sorry, using someone else's computer. It's like driving someone else's car. There we go. Okay. Okay. So last ones. And who's pedaling into art?
That's Barb. Let's do Barb.
Okay.
Barb.
Barb will be the last for now, and then I'll pull some. I'll pull some more later while we're in the middle of creating and talking, because we have some like cute little questions we want to ask you guys, as well as answer ourselves, which I discovered my mom does not do well with on the spot questions.
I don't.
But I do, so we'll be fine.
Maybe I'm too simple-minded. Oh my God.
I don't think that's it at all. I don't think it's that at all.
I can't even think on the fly.
Yeah. All right. So wisdom for Barb from her higher self. What information does she need to know? Ooh. I am surrendering to the divine, which means this is you going, all right, I give it. Uh-oh. What happened? Ooh, the energy was so crazy. It like totally like shut off the camera and everything all of a sudden.
Wow.
So Barb's energy is strong and her surrender and faith game is on point right now, or that's what Barb needs to be focusing on. It's just the surrender and the allowing, like if you're going down the stream and you're just like, all right, we're in this boat, we're in this raft. I just know I need to get the hell away from there and away from there as fast as possible. So we're just going to everybody throw everything in and we're going. And it's like, whatever you can get from the house, whatever you can salvage, this is surrendering to the divine, going, I have no idea where we're going and what's going on right now, but I'm just going to trust that wherever this river is leading us, it's going to be to safety. It's going to be to where I need to be. And then we'll figure it out when we get there. That's that kind of energy. And then combined with the whole thing, just like shutting off all of a sudden.
So there you go, Barb. There's your first message.
I'm learning to trust others. So this is trust in the people in your boat, trust in the people to guide, trusting those around you. I like to set intentions where I'm like, the people in my life love me and want the best for me. And anybody who is not along with that will automatically fall away and fall and not be aligned with that. I am becoming the best version of myself daily. So these are 2 decks mixed into one. And so that's why it's interesting when you kind of see the same card coming up through multiple people, because it's like collectively we come together and we have this shared energy. So surrender, trust, to me are 2 of the same things. And then letting this transform you to become the best version of yourself, and knowing that these lessons are literally like here to transform you into a better human being, and to for whatever the reason and the outcome is. And then you also got, I am part of the cosmic whole on the bottom. So there's some kind of change, or there's something that was like picking you up quickly to move you or shift your perspective very quickly on something. Leave the past behind.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
what was I saying?
Wow.
Throw everything in the boat. Let's go. Let's
Wow.
leave it behind. Let's go. Grab your stuff. Let's go. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Wow.
And I have no idea about this person or her life or anything like that. So
I'll
I could be
afterwards.
Embrace the flow of life. I don't know how much more clear that can get. Leave the past behind, embrace the flow of life, and then everything that just came through. Goosebumps and tears.
Yep, I have goosebumps too, Barb. Years ago, somebody told me when you get goosebumps, it's like validation.
Yeah, right? I always see it like validation, because when the soul knows something to be true, it's like the body's way of like acclimating or agreeing to that, because sometimes the feelings and the thoughts of things.
Hi, Denise. How are you?
So hopefully that helped everybody.
And we will create a little something here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. 2008. You made some major changes, Laura?
Well, we'll pull some cards in a little bit for everybody, if you make it to the end for the rewatch stuff. So these are our Paint Pixie cards, though. Same idea. Make postcards, paint, draw, pick a season, nature, technique. And what you can do, though, is use these to make intuitive art. So you can sit and go, I want to make this piece for this other person. Help me pull the right inspiration that's going to be a good fit for this person or for this message that I want to convey. You can do it art therapy wise, where you set an intention to say, like, help me create a piece that's going to be healing for this part of me, or healing for this person, or like how you like to kind of do blind giveaways, but you don't know who it's going to go to, but you know it's going to belong and go to the right hands. Right. So I like to, realize that nothing's ever truly random. Right. So whatever we make today, whatever we ship out, we'll know that it's meant to bring some kind of joy or life or something into the hands that it's meant to be in. So do you want to pick these?
Okay.
I'll let you do those.
Okay, we're going to pick 3. Is that what we're going to do?
Sure.
Always seems like a good number. Let's pick randomly.
And then you guys pick, should I do pine wood? Or is it basswood?
Oh, they're similar, right?
Yeah. The one looks a little
more grainy.
It matters. Surrender to the universe, quit my job, threw everything in the car and truck, and moved to South Carolina. Yep. And sometimes you have to do that.
There we go.
All right. So the 3 we got. So the first one, we'll figure out how we're going to incorporate. Oh, well, look, we already got wood. Embellishments, rhinestone, glitter, diamond dust, ribbons, and wood. And then tell someone you love them, even yourself.
I love you. I love you.
And then the first one we got was like about, like, I'm loving myself.
Yes.
That was the first one. So there's our validation.
You know, I can tell you this because I tell people this on my own. I do love myself.
Yeah.
Because if I cannot love myself, it's going to be hard for other people to want to love me.
And you can
I mean, they
tell,
will, but it's,
but you can when I interact with people, I can tell who loves themselves and who doesn't. I can tell who apologizes for taking up space.
Right.
When I see people who are constantly sorry, 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 and you're like, stop apologizing for existing and taking up space. You belong here. You're supposed to be here. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Choose a theme: spiritual, love, holiday, or music, which I wanted to do Halloween stuff.
And I'm doing a spiritual.
Oh, well, there you go.
And mine I will gift as well. My little project.
And then the last one, paint a background: crosshatch, blended, solid, or abstract. Oh, so this is share someone's business page.
Which you did. You shared your business page, neobacalini.com.
Sorry. These are not the easiest to read from this little thing.
Yeah.
But paint a background, crosshatch, blended, solid, abstract, and watch a how-to video. Well, y'all are kind of watching the how-to video now. So like 2 birds, 1 stone. All right. Okay, you want to do one of these? Are you going to paint or are you going to ask questions?
Oh, how about, are you?
Oh, hold on, my face.
Retina, or whatever they call it.
I had to put on do not disturb so that my mom doesn't see all my little text messages.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't need to see your text.
My little boyfriends. Just kidding.
Okay. So should I start with the question? I could just go down.
Hold on. I gotta move the.
Oh,
well,
tripod.
you can start asking them questions right now, and I'm gonna move the tripod over.
I'm gonna ask you, my friends out there in Pixie World, a question. I may as well start with number 1 because I might end up working my way down. What's the quirkiest? What's the quirky? I can't even say the word quirkiest. What's the quirkiest tool or material in your workspace right now? Oh my gosh. Okay. You know, some of these have to be really fun. Maybe what we do is
so that could be like something you use for something else.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's not in my workspace anymore, but I always thought one of the quirkiest tools I used when I was a decorative painter was a shower squeegee. I did a finish.
I would say toothbrush is on my list also, a toothbrush.
Yeah. Yeah.
A squeegee.
Yeah, a squeegee to do a really cool finish.
I just got to
that I used to do.
Pull up my little inspiration photo real quick. I meant to. I would say, yeah, toothbrush or not quirky, but like toothpicks. Like I'll grab whatever's in sight.
Yeah.
Knitting things. Bubble wrap.
Oh, I like that look. I see other creators, they take bubble wrap and they dip it in the paint. And then it makes a really cool, that's a really cool, like a background kind of thing.
Okay, you guys.
Kitchen knife. Oh, Debbie, what do you do with your kitchen knife? Tissue paper. Denise, okay, so.
Denise, we are tissue paper queens.
Right. Now, Denise, the finish I did with my squeegee I did it over tissue paper. I would tissue walls, like full walls, or I did a ceiling one time. And then with stain, like a gel stain, because it's so thick, I would roll that on and I take my squeegee and you literally like bump it. And it almost looks like bamboo. It's such a cool finish. That's so funny. Tissue paper. And
okay, I'm gonna try this one.
Plastic fork. Yes. See, I'm telling you, I'm not good on the fly. I'm reading this and I'm thinking, have I just turned into some boring person with my crafting and my art? Because it's so easy to just use what you have instead of maybe go look for something.
Licorice.
Oh, what do you need? I can hand that to you.
Marshmallow. Just grabbing my colors. So my card was
Oh,
paint a
these lines
background,
or scratches.
and it
That
was
makes sense.
crosshatch, blended, solid, or abstract. So I'm going to do blended
Oh,
because
did you show them your picture?
I did while you were
Oh,
talking.
okay.
So I'm going to try this little full moon tree thing.
That is
And I'm
cool.
going to use licorice, marshmallow, and ooh, do I have my Oreo cookie dough? Actually, I should just be able to blend.
You could make your own
Yeah,
with right
it's fine.
there.
And then we'll do a little tree, and I'll attempt a cat. It may not look like a cat by the time. 4 Q-tips tied together.
Oh, I've seen people do that, and then they dot, right? They kind of create little dots, like texture with paint. Okay, they're not going to see my project, which is good because I'm going to gift it at the end.
Oh, okay. So mom's over here working on stuff.
Mine's super simple. It's the very last something. It was a kit we had, and it's the very last one, and I took it so that I could.
Took it.
We sold out. I actually think in August, we sold out in August, and I took the last one. I never did anything with it, and I was trying to. I actually cleaned out a lot of my craft supplies and painting supplies, and came across this because I threw it in a box with a bunch of other wood products I have. I thought, oh, this is. And then I threw it in my briefcase to come here.
Paper towel roll. Hey, I use paper towel rolls. I'm going to add a little bit of blackberry cobbler because I like blackberry cobbler. I can't wait to show you guys my table when it's all done.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Oh, it's not done.
No, just the artwork needs to get done.
Oh, that's
okay.
right.
So if your art or craft could talk, what would it say about you?
Oh, that's cool. Karen used a boot that she would use. When you cut up a towel roll and scrunch and dip in the paint. Ooh, I bet it does. I've seen people do some really cool stuff with paper towel, the rolls, the
Speaking
cardboard.
of paper towel rolls, I think it's
okay.
move these real quick.
I forgot my emery board or my sandpaper because I'm going to decoupage something, so I'm cutting it out instead. I outlined it and I'm cutting it. It should be all right. And then what I'll do is I'll take this. We go back home tomorrow, so I'll take it home with me and do finishing touches on it. But in the meantime, I'll decoupage this on. I need to get some wax paper.
Oh, here.
Are you going to get it? Okay. So, all right. So what was the next question?
So,
Oh, if your art or craft could talk, what would it say about you? You like adventure, Denise. Yes. See, that's what I'm saying. What would my art and craft say about me? That
I guess this is my quirky art supplies.
There you go.
Wax paper and
I know I'm thinking
press and seal. Dude, you got to have some freaking press and seal on hand all the time when you're a painter, like muralist and stuff.
Oh yeah. Wire brush makes a great tool as well. Ooh,
I would say
it starts texture and
so my arts and crafts would be like, she's definitely got creative ADHD because it spans from childlike whimsy illustration to dark goth furniture inspiration. Like, I'm like, I want everything dark.
I think mine then would be more is better. because I think about like the mystery challenge box we do every month. I do every month. And I'm always trying to like use everything somebody sends me if I can.
Like Chopped.
You know, that's it, right? It's like, oh, okay, more is better. Oh, I'm going to try to, normally I base coat my piece before I put decoupage medium. The wood just soaks it right in.
Oh, whoops.
So I may end up throwing a coat of paint on top.
Press and seal. Friend my craft knit creating. Have your angel creation.
Karen, you can never use too much bling.
Very disorganized. You know, I think a disorganized.
Oh, that soaked right through. Oh no, it didn't.
What's going on? What's happening over here?
Nothing. I thought it was soaking through, but the silly me, I had it upside down.
Oh, also, if you have not been to our website recently, we are now starting to feature our creator collections where we're posting our top 10 favorite items in one easy to shop link.
Right. So Mio's got hers. I've got mine. And with some of our favorite or go-to colors, but that could change because seasons change sometimes during the season.
Seasons change. What's that 80s song?
I'm going to use your paint here.
Here, I will. And then I am going to.
I'm going to put a coat of. So I say this a lot on my lives when I'm using raw wood. Paint a coat of paint before you decoupage. The sealer just wants to, the decoupage medium rather wants to just soak right through.
I'll show you. She's. Oh, do you need the heat gun?
Probably because I put way too much paint. I forget our paint goes a long way. And I always do this when I'm squirting it right onto my surface. I always put too much.
I'm a multitasking mess of a multi-talented
crafter. I like that. Maddie, how are you? Maddie lives in North Carolina. And Maddie, I don't think you didn't lose your home, but you lost water and power and all that.
Are you
for over a
in
week.
A safe space?
Right. And I know recently you said you got your internet back.
Well, that's good. And she's on here with us.
I know.
We love you.
We do. We're so happy. Oh my gosh.
What is the most unusual surface that I have painted?
Oh.
I mean, we've done a lot of bathrooms.
Unusual. I feel like when you're a faux painter, nothing's unusual.
I mean, we've repainted over like all kinds of,
stairways, metal doors. One thing I used to love to do is metal.
I got an answer.
Oh, what is it?
When I was a kid, I got in trouble for repainting Aunt Dixie's car with shoe polish.
Oh gosh, I don't even remember that.
Because I was in so much trouble.
You shouldn't tell me, did
maybe they were protecting me.
But
sorry.
No, I was going to say a finish I used to like to do is make something that wasn't metal look like an old metal door. And I would use black, a dark brown. So it would be like licorice, chocolate souffle. And then I would either use like a metallic gold or metallic copper, depending on, whatever color you wanted.
I love the metallics.
And so I did a lot of, wood stairways to make them look like metal. I did a lot of front doors to make them look like they were metal and not just that white fiberglass, whatever color their doors are painted. Trying to think. I can't think of anything like bizarre.
So she said a tree down, some roof damage. But that's all. Hey, glad you're safe.
Right.
I've gotten some photos from friends that are their family is all back there. And
I actually know someone I used to do business with that, with the grace of God, she and her husband were out of town,
oh,
only to come back and her house was devastated and they lost 3 of their neighbors. That's how bad it was in her area of North Carolina.
oh my gosh.
I know. And I can't remember this town she's in now. But, and FEMA denied her request.
Of course.
They said her first application. So hopefully she'll put in another
Yeah.
application. And when she wanted to buy flood insurance a few years ago, the insurance company told her no, because she wasn't in a flood zone. So now what?
Well,
Right? Oh yeah, I used to
I
work for an
know. I
insurance
used
company.
to own insurance brokerages,
That's right,
so
you
it's a little different between flooding isn't what flooding people think in their mind. There's a difference between a flood or the earth opening up and flooding, or the earth dumping down and
yeah.
flooding, and the land moving because of flood. It's
Yeah.
like
Right.
and like how they define things.
Yeah, this
and,
is like a natural disaster.
yeah, acts of God.
Yeah.
Or literally, if you look at your insurance policy, it'll be like acts of God.
Yeah, and her house, she had posted before and after pictures. Oh my God, her house was beautiful. They used to do weddings there, and
that's my jam.
Gorgeous 2-story, big old white, house. Oh, I hope they didn't have too much time. Jerry and I have been watching the weather. We have our closest friends. Their son and daughter-in-law own a house in Winter Haven, which is by Tampa.
Oh.
Tampa, Orlando, actually, right in the middle. But they moved in August. The house is for sale. It's empty. And they have 3 dogs and 2 cats. And I said to my friend, we talked yesterday, I'm like, could you imagine having to evacuate with big dogs, not even little dogs, 3 big dogs and 2 cats? Where would they go?
I was thinking, what if you don't have the money to evacuate?
And that's it too, right?
Like, what if you're just barely making it?
And that is the reason why a lot of them did not evacuate.
Or they're not
financially, they couldn't.
Or there's a lot of people who are just like, oh, we're good.
Well, and I heard on the news, one person said they evacuated for Helene. That was in Florida, but they couldn't afford to do it again for Milton because it was only 2 weeks.
Oh,
so they evacuated. Maybe they stayed in a hotel, right? That's a lot of money.
Yeah, who knows if like those hotels are being like surge pricing.
Well, the governor, I don't know how much he can control it, but he said he is not going to allow businesses to gouge people for something like this, right? For a disaster. I know.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. That'd be horrible for.
Yeah. Oh man, right? You should talk about bad karma,
right?
All right, I'm gonna let this dry for a second. Let's pull some IM cards for anybody else who's just jumping on.
So, Maddie, do you have any idea why is FEMA turning down people? I mean, what makes one person?
It might be something as simple as not submitting the paperwork correctly.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to remember, everything is people. There's fake people out there making claims
I didn't think of that.
On properties that don't.
I didn't think about it. You know what? I feel like we are so honest that we wouldn't even.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think. But from an insurance company perspective and what they have to pay out, it's just
what? No, I did not see that, Karen. Someone tied his pit bull to a fence and left it. What the
Maybe
heck?
they assume somebody else would have saved it, or
well, I know somebody else I know in Florida. The shelter she and her husband went to, they were able to take their dog. So she was posting, the shelters are accepting your pets, so take them, don't leave them.
Who knows? That makes me sad.
It does.
All right. So anybody else jumping on that wants an IM card?
Oh, Denise, I don't know if Denise is still here.
Did Denise say she wanted one?
Yeah, she said it'd been a long time since she had a reading. I don't know if she wanted it, but I was told they don't have money due to the government giving it to others. Maddie, and you know what, Maddie? On the news, they're saying all of that is misinformation. There's Denise. Makes me so mad.
All right, so Denise.
Okay, Denise will get a reading.
Ask for wisdom for Denise for today. I am shifting my perspective. Denise, where do you live?
Denise, are you still living in Florida, or you just have a house, your house is for sale?
I am safe. Is that inland?
Yeah, where in Florida is that, Denise?
I am
don't
calm
remember.
and collected. So this is interesting because it's about your perspective shifting on something, but that it's safe to do so, but it's also like safe to move forward and make changes that you need. Because sometimes we have to change our mind before we can make our necessary changes to move forward with our decisions. I'm calm and collected is like, even if you're not a calm and collected person, this is telling you to remain calm and collected. A lot of breathing, staying grounded, staying real like neutral, not letting yourself get upset over anything. Even when something comes up and like there might be like a rejection, or there might be, a redirection of some sort where you're like, oh, I guess we're going this way, but we might need to go and do this thing instead. Or it's like, just stay calm, just chill, hunker down, don't freak out. You're safe. And bottom of the deck on that was, I am healing from the past.
Do you have your heat gun nearby? Do you have your heat gun nearby? If not, no big deal. It's not big. Even if I don't finish this today, because I put too much paint.
Garage.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Once the paint dries, then I just have to decoupage and. Oh, here. While that's drying, I'll use this. So has anyone bought our brand new color, First Frost?
Oh, yeah.
That's our brand new metallic. It's absolutely.
This is not the container it comes in.
No.
This is Mom traveling.
Well, I do. They all know when I'm selling my own little kits, those are bottles I pour into to make it affordable. But I'm not selling this in this size.
Right
now.
So,
but you're right.
Okay. And then our next question, what is your go-to snack or drink while you're creating? This is the First Frost, if you want to see that. How pretty.
So I forget to eat and I forget to drink.
How is this my mother? I forget.
Right? My friend says that too. She's like,
how is this my mother?
How do you forget to eat? Because a lot of times, I'll be so busy trying to get something done, and let's say we're going to go out to dinner with our friends. So now it's dinner time, and like, oh God, I'm starving. And I'll make a comment. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready for dinner. I forgot to eat lunch today. And she's like, how do you forget to eat? I'm like, I get so busy, I don't feel hungry. That's how I forget.
Look, that is not my problem.
She said she always has to eat. She's like, I would never forget to eat.
How pretty that is. The First Frost. Boop. I usually have a water, smoothie, and coffee.
I will have something to drink in front of me. I just don't get thirsty and I don't drink it. That's been an issue all my life. I've had doctors tell me I need to drink more.
Structured hydration. Have melon, watermelon, fruit. Iced coffee. Well, okay, so my coffee will get reheated 10 times in a day and then eventually might become iced coffee because then I'll just say, well, F it, throw some ice in it. All right, so let's do our little moon here. I'm gonna add a little bit of licorice so it's not super bright white. Does this look like a moon yet?
Ooh, yours is coming along. Sometimes when I'm at home, I'll base coat something I'm going to decoupage. I'll do it before I go live. So then I don't have to worry about it drying or having to dry it. Totally forgot this time. Then I put too much paint. Should I ask another question?
Sometimes I don't eat or drink until I feel. You guys, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Food is fuel. Okay? Eat, please. Mange, mange, mange.
It's true. It's
My
like,
daughter started the carnivore diet. She's down 20 pounds
oh
since
my
July,
gosh.
and she feels great. She's meat and fruit and dairy and all the things that they tell you you're not supposed to eat, but she feels amazing. We do a lot of, and it's not long term, I don't think. I think it's more just like clearing stuff out, and like all her inflammation is down, all her like hormonal acne's gone. And even her dad's doing it too, and he got all his like blood pressure and everything tested before and after, and he was able to naturally bring like all his cholesterol down and all his blood pressure and everything just by doing the carnivore diet.
So what does that consist of? Just
So like,
or I guess maybe what are the limitations? Carnivore would to me sounds like meat.
yeah,
Protein.
so like for lunch she's got a ton of fruit, some cheese. She doesn't really like me to pack the meat in her lunchbox, so she'll wait till she gets home, and like I'll make her a steak, or you know, like I have some salmon fillets I'll do for her tonight.
Okay.
Or but it keeps her fuller longer, so
Yeah.
she's not snacking and eating processed food and crap. And she's like, I feel great. My energy feels amazing. I'm not starving in the middle of the daytime. Like, she's sleeping better.
It's almost like
I'm all for it.
kind of reminds me, except for that if she's eating fruit, kind of reminds me of a keto type diet.
Yeah, I think so.
Where it's high protein.
Very high protein.
Yeah. With keto though, you're really limited. If you're going to eat fruit, it's berries because of all the sugar, the natural sugar. But there's this cardiologist on one of the news channels I watch. He comes on and it's almost like a commercial type thing that he makes. And he was one thing he talks about is he calls it the caveman diet. About people should, think more about like that. And I'm thinking it's like a carnivore.
Yeah, probably. We're going to do a little funky moon.
He's supposed to be one of the top cardiologists in the country, and he lives in Florida. Dr. Crandall.
So she eats meat, dairy, and fruit, but she is skipping out on veggies right now. And Ezra's doing a version of it, but he'll still do grains. So basically, like no grains. Oh, the biggest thing, no seed oils. So seed oils being highly inflammatory. And so cutting out the seed oils, cooking with butter or cooking with non-seed oil stuff. Like I made all those adjustments in our diet, which even my own inflammation, because I was getting, like I had adult acne really bad for a long time. And like the inflammation, even like hormonally, has gone down for me too. So
this might sound silly, but so avocado has a big seed. Is that a seed oil? Avocado oil?
No, I think avocado oil is on the list of okay things, or like coconut oil, but like no vegetable oils, to no canola. No.
So what kind of seed oil would
like
use?
If it's not even like what someone would use, think about all the fast food places people go. They're cooking it in seed oils.
They are
all the stuff
like
they're
a
frying
safflower.
it in. Yeah. Or peanut oils are really
bad. Think about
like
that. Okay.
So like
I don't use them. We use olive oil.
So like if you go to like so there's like a Mexican spot that'll cook in lard.
Okay.
So she'll go get carne asada, just like plain carne asada, sprinkle some lime juice on it, because they cook it in lard versus seed oil stuff. So like that's a big thing, is like finding who's doing all that. But it's working, so that's the only reason why I'm like, all right, there's something to this. Hold on, I gotta look at the picture. I keep talking. I gotta look at the picture. Okay, so here's our little.
Oh my god! I can't believe my paint's still wet. I put so much on there.
She is still over here. Okay,
I'm like fanning.
Let me go get you. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me go get
Oh
you
my
this little.
gosh. I'm fanning it.
We're going to be here till next week.
How many of you do this, right? You're fanning it to get it dry.
Here, would you like to
my-
come over
Yeah.
here and do that?
Yeah. Whoa.
Sorry, it's going to get loud for a second. She's going to be over
It
here.
won't take long because it's starting to dry.
You may use butter. Yeah, unsalted tallow. Also, yeah, just start going down that rabbit hole, like, and just see if that's something to try. Well, that's the thing is, like, they tell us a whole bunch of stuff is bad for us, but if you actually like go down and see the marketing of food, the marketing of sugar, fats, and like who said these things were bad, is so that they could sell us canola oil, or so they could sell us this other product. So what I was saying is, like, my ex-husband, her dad, got all his like tests done, get the blood drawn and all that, and then went on carnivore diet, eating everything that they told us was bad for us, basically. And then all his numbers went down naturally without medications and without anything. And it's not just him. There's like a ton of people out there that are having similar results. And it's not like a long-term solution, from my understanding. It's more like clearing and cleansing stuff, but you're still giving your body, like, especially as women, we need a ton of protein to function, like our hormones and stuff like that. Like, we need certain foods and fuels. So this is a total tangent, I'm so sorry, but foods and fuels for us, because our bodies are built like with our different hormone cycles and stuff. So I think it's time to do the tree part.
I am celebrating a very small win. I have been trying to lose some weight. I don't even know the exact date, January 21st.
Okay.
And I know that because back then I decided to go back on Nutrisystem. It was the eating plan I did in 2007 when I lost 40 some pounds in 9 months. So I thought, you know what? And I have a friend that went on it. She came to Italy and she had lost like 20 pounds before she went to Italy. And thought, you know what? And she's my age. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. Well, it just wasn't working, other than I lost a few pounds. So come July, I gave it pretty much 6 months, 5-6 months, whatever. And then I waited till we got back from our Colorado road trip. And no, I took it back. So in July, I did go off of Nutrisystems, finished up the food. What do you need? This? And decided to go back on to, in a sense, when I say go to Weight Watchers, but what I did is I signed up so I could use their tracker, their food tracker. Because that's one thing that I have found for myself, that if I track my food, it keeps me honest, basically, right? Because now you're
accountable.
looking
accountable.
So I was doing that with Nutrisystem too, because theirs is calorie based. So I thought, you know what, I'll just try Weight Watchers again for the point system. And I started that in July, but come August 4th, I remember that because of Ingrid's birthday, I had Jerry my husband, Mr. Pixie, take out my desk cycle. It's a peddler.
Oh, yeah.
And I weighed myself the other day before I left. And so it took me from January, well, I've ended up losing 10 pounds.
Nice.
But I lost 6.5 of it since August 4th. So when you think about all that time prior to August 4th, how long it took me to lose it, but I know it's because the death cycle, what I love about it, it's more like walking.
Okay.
Right? Because it's not like a true bike. You're pedaling.
You're still movement.
But you're moving. And they have resistance. There's resistance. And you have to pedal. It's not like I see this commercial on TV where it's motorized. I'm like, what good is that? I want to have to push. So it feels really good. Like every few weeks I'm adjusting, so, and that has like 8 different resistance. I'm up. I really should be on 5 somehow. I think the housekeeper moved it and accidentally, maybe she picked it up and she moved it up one to number 6. And that one is like almost too hard. So I'm using that one like more for like when I want a lot of resistance. And I think I'm going to go back to number 5 for I want more distance and speed.
One day my mother will like to walk out of her house and walk around Sedona.
I have a problem with my lungs though. But it is helping my lungs because when we went to the history museum I told you about, we parked and I had to walk up a hill. That I normally would be so winded at the top or halfway up. And I realized when I got to the top that, wait a minute, probably between losing the 10 pounds, which I have got a lot more to go, but the weight and, even the little bit that it's probably helping my lungs.
Oh, totally. Another great way to increase your oxygen if you have a sauna or anything that you can start that increases oxygen to your organs. And it boosts your immune system because it mimics fever. So you're like increasing your white blood cell count. So if you have a sauna at the gym, I wish Americans were on it like the way Europeans were, where they're just their houses have saunas built in. Yep. Laura said they tell you things are bad for you so they can keep us sick because it's more profitable. Like, customers for life. I think humans are a lot more simple than we give ourselves credit for. We're fancy plants sometimes.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Does it look like a moon? Okay, so now I'm going to get... Oh, I gotta do little stars. Where's get my turquoise iris? Do you guys want to see what she's doing over here?
Oh, I'm missing my brayer.
I don't know what that is.
Hold on. Put some of this on here. It's a roller. It's a rubber roller. And it gets the bubbles out.
Oh, I see.
Doing that.
So that's what Mom's working on. I think I back down this way. You can see that.
What do you use for a decoupage medium? The couple of 1 or 2 times you've decoupaged.
Whatever you sent me, the Meltdown.
Oh, okay. Sometimes when I'm using like these big, heavy scrapbook papers, I like to use an actual decoupage medium. They're like a little thicker consistency.
Same, Laura.
I
do as holistic as possible for preventative. Obviously, like certain situations require a little extra help. But for the most part, like we're pretty, like me and my kids, like we're all pretty healthy, thank God. Like I know some people have, these heartbreaking stories and different situations with theirs, but for the most part, like we're like the average. Like my kids might come home with a cold once or twice a year kind of thing, but we like try to eat right, keep them busy, exercise.
I have a cute story to tell everybody. You probably will remember this, Melissa.
Oh God.
Well, when Zanaya was like really young and you guys were still living in California, you were really careful about where she ate, how she ate, no sugar, limited sugar, no fast food, all that kind of good stuff. So you guys came to visit, and I took her with me wherever to run errands, wherever. And I realized, oh my God, it's 1 o'clock. I wasn't hungry, but realized I better feed my granddaughter.
How did we survive? If my sister's watching this, how did we survive?
Oh, so I'm like, Zanaya, where do you want to eat? I've got to feed you lunch. What do you want to eat? She's like, McDonald's. I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, okay. What would you like? She goes, a Happy Meal with chicken nuggets. So, we pull into the parking lot, whatever she's eating, or maybe on the way where it was on the way home. And she's like, oh, those are the best chicken nuggets I've ever had.
I bet they were.
So we get home, and I told Melissa, oh, so, the story, I'm like, I ended up taking her to McDonald's because it got late and blah, blah, blah. And she told me they were the best chicken nuggets she ever had. And Melissa goes, how would she know that? And I said, I don't know. She's like, she's never eaten at McDonald's before. But then I think it came out that Grandpa Sam was taking her.
Right.
So that was funny.
That sounds about right, too.
We do things with our grandkids. Sometimes we're like, shh, don't tell mom and dad. I'm going to go buy you a double scoop of ice cream or something.
I did take Ezra for ice cream yesterday, but he's so disciplined that he'll be like, no thanks, I already had my sugar for today. Or,
oh my gosh.
But like, he'll take a couple bites and be like, all right, I'm done.
Wow.
So he'll be my more disciplined, like, the athlete that pays close attention to what he's feeding his body. And
that's way too much water.
Whoa, that is a lot of water. That's a lot of water.
Way too much.
Whoops. Okay, next question. Do you have a favorite paint pixie color that sneaks into all of your work, even when you don't plan it?
You asking me, asking them?
Both.
Do
you have a favorite paint pixie color that sneaks its way into every project?
Well, I can't say it sneaks its way into every project, but, one is I use a lot of 24 karat gold metallic.
Okay.
That is my go-to for my edging and stuff like that. I tend to use honeycomb, the yellow, our brightest yellow. I don't know why, but it mixes so beautifully when you're using it with like violet lemonade, candy papaya, even candy apple. When I'm using that family of colors, I find I reach for honeycomb. I'm like, it's not like yellow is my favorite color either. Just mixes so beautifully and makes other shades, other tones, other colors. Let me try this.
I'm so glad you were able to jump on. Have a good rest of your day. Is it? Yeah. So when you, especially like if they're not used to eating the fast food, like it messes up your stomach. Like, just watch how gassy you get or how weird you feel, how bloated you feel, like all that stuff. If you're not used to it and then you go have it, you'll see how bad it feels on your body. If you're used to it, your body kind of craves it like an addiction because it's trying to feed the addiction of the chemicals and the stuff that it's used to. But like when I go for weeks of like eating clean and eating right, and then I'll binge some crap or I end up at a potluck and it's just like all kinds of trash, my body feels it. Or you sleep weird after. Yeah, let's see. My color that always ends up, I think I end up doing a lot of bone binny or the watermelon rind. Okay, so let's.
This is what I get for not packing my stuff and giving this some last minute thought because I am lost without my brayer.
You can just use a credit
It's
card.
well, I try, but I'm not going to finish this here. I'm going to redo it when I get home because I can't gift something that I'm not happy with.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know if I just if the decoupage medium, even after the paint I painted, if it just soaked in again, but my papers bubbled, or if I maybe just didn't put a good enough coat on some areas, my papers bubbled, and it's not. Usually, if you dry it, the bubbles will.
You want to see what you're talking about? So this is what she's saying because she didn't have her little special tool, so you can see the bubbling.
Yeah. But I
don't think I have a rolling pin.
See, I could redo it on this side when I get home.
Oh, I love the dusty brush. Yeah. I
use the back of the dusty brush to try to smooth it out. But
I use dusty a lot. Like on every furniture project or anything. Like I just like the way that it like blends everything out so pretty. And
I don't want to glue that on. Okay. So instead of gifting my project, I'm going to gift a little bottle of First Frost.
Oh, okay.
Because I am not happy with my project.
You hear that? She's going to gift a bottle of First Frost.
Yeah. So I'll take. Oh, I don't need. I'll leave these for you if you think you might want to use them sometime.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely create with those.
And then I've got more bottles at home I can. Okay.
All right, next questions. Have you ever had a crafting or artistic oops moment that turned into a masterpiece? I remember painting a mural in Gabriel's room, and it was a dinosaur mural, and I think, or somebody's mural. And I remember
he didn't have dinosaurs.
He had dinosaurs.
Gabriel did? Maybe you did that one without me.
Yes, his room had dinosaurs. It was a full-on. But anyways, I think it was his room. There was a blob of white or something that ended up looking like bird poop, and then I turned it into like a pterodactyl or something.
Oh, I know throughout the years I have done stuff. They start out looking really ugly, but then by the time I layer, then I'm like, wow. I just can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm kind of
and the reason because I always know things are going to start off ugly till they get pretty. I think that's just the nature of the kind of work we do.
This is true.
I'm even trying to think, is there something as a crafter? I mean, because I have like several pieces of furniture I absolutely love that might have started out ugly because of the layering of the paint, but I love them now. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes the mystery, Maddie just kind of, sometimes with them, that's why I love Maddie's group.
Maddie
that's the Maddie. Yes, that's the Maddie.
That's Mystery Maddie box.
Yes.
Got it.
And
this all makes so much sense now.
Right. The reason I love that group, it really challenges me to use the items, right? So there are some projects that I do end up keeping though.
I want to do a box one time.
Oh, well, then maybe Maddie, but it's the third Sunday of every month, and it's exactly 1 hour.
Oh,
you cannot go over. So many times, ask Maddie how many times I'm slow. I'm a slow crafter, So there have been many times that I don't finish a project during that live, and then I just go, back another day on my page and finish it. But I have a lot of fun with that one. And I'm trying to remember. I've kept a few that I've really liked, because like I said, most of the time I'll gift them, especially if I think, oh, this isn't something I'm going to hang in my house. I don't know. Marcus cooking challenge is this Sunday. Who's Marcus? Oh, Maddie. You mean Maddie's? Oh, Maddie does a cooking challenge too, which, I could never be a part of. Since I don't like to
Again,
cook.
how did we survive? She hates to cook. She forgets to eat.
No,
she forgets to feed her little ones.
That's not true. That's not true. When you were young, I did cook. I did eat. I did eat. It's just, as you get older.
No, I don't.
And I spend a lot of time. By myself because my husband travels during the week, 3 to 4 days a week. And he'll even come and go, so what did you eat? Because he'll make food.
Who, me?
Jerry does. He'll make food and make sure I have leftovers. But if there are times that there aren't leftovers, so then he comes home and he goes, so what'd you eat while I was gone? I'm like, you don't have to worry about me. I grilled cheese sandwich.
You sound like my 88-year-old grandma when I pick her up from the assisted living.
I had a grilled cheese sandwich.
I'm like, let's go get some real food. What'd you eat today?
No. Anyway, yeah. I figure out I don't starve, obviously. I'm overweight. I don't starve.
I know, but
I try not to eat.
Food is fuel.
No, I know. And I really
needs fuel.
Because I know I gain weight way too easy. I try not to eat really bad food. Even when I'm going to really realize grilled cheese sandwich is not the best. But I don't go out. I don't ever do fast food, that kind of thing. We don't have DoorDash. I can't even DoorDash anything.
All right. Okay. I can't. I have to get in close to try to do this little silhouette cat because I have a feeling I'm gonna mess this up.
Okay. That's looking so cool. Oh, I love it.
I know I'm gonna overdo it.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
So we're adding extra trees. Happy trees.
That is so cool.
And I'm not completely following her design, but
this brush is on sale this month. The liner.
Leader. It's the 1 inch liner.
It's called Leader, but it's a liner brush. Yeah. Sorry.
I love this brush.
It's on sale. It's 20% off.
Oh, string cheese as a snack. I will stand at my kitchen and eat salami and cheese.
Yeah.
I'll stand at the fridge and just
I actually have frozen, when they do the flash frozen fish and stuff. I've got some cod. It's really good. It's glazed like a miso glaze.
That's what you snack on?
No. I'll eat for dinner. I'll make for dinner.
My in-laws and mom are 82 and they never eat. No,
Mima didn't.
They eat they
bagels
take a sip of orange juice, a couple bites of a dry ass bagel, some toast.
Yeah.
Okay, let me focus and see if I can do this. All right, the next question. If you could have any famous artist, dead or alive, as your crafting buddy for the day, who would it be and why? So if you could have any artist, dead or alive, or crafting buddy with you for the day, who would you have and why?
You know who I probably would, honestly? I told you earlier, I'm like, I can't think of anyone. I think because I like the whole blended look of Monet. I like his style of flowers and his pond, and maybe it'd be Monet.
That right there is an Ezra Backlini Monet.
Oh, I see the lily. Okay.
He goes, it's a Monet.
Very nice. See? I got to go to Bonnet's garden when I was in France in 2019. And if you ever have a chance to go tour it, you should. It's got a little town, like little shops rather. His house is there that you can tour. And of course, as like I said, his gardens, and they're huge and they're beautiful. So I got to see up close and personal the lily pads and all that.
That's cool.
But I'd probably say, because I like all the colors and the.
She goes Monet. I'm like, I want to craft with Lindy and Laura.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with Dion.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want real life people
Well,
to craft with. I want to sit and hang out with Lisa, and Sheila, all these like cutie crafters that are on our page. I'm like, I want to hang out with them.
And I'm thinking really famous, world famous.
They are famous to me.
That's what I thought it meant. World famous, like dead or alive, world famous.
Oh, okay.
That's why
Okay, so if I went famous.
Oh, I'd love to craft with everybody. I've been with Dion. She's an actual different type of furniture artist, canvas artist. I didn't get to craft with Kathy Royal Funky Junk. She's actually a big inspiration for me.
I would do Da Vinci too. I'd be curious
Leonardo,
on
Michelangelo. Oh, I've seen the Sistine Chapel. We went to the Vatican. We went to the Sistine Chapel. That's where Michelangelo has, right?
I have statuary, please?
Yes, ma'am.
It's over there. That's Enchanted Forest.
I don't know. Oh, statuary. You know what I'm thinking of? Blue Diamond. I don't know why.
I'll take the one too. Yeah. This may or may not work, but all right. So now there's my little cat.
I have a Georgia O'Keeffe quote on my homepage of my website, Yvonne, and ask me what it is, and I don't remember it right now. Oh, it would be, what's that? Alive. Oh, you're so sweet, Karen. I went to Kathy's very first retreat. That's how I met Denise. But I didn't get to like literally sit down one-on-one and craft with her, but that would be fun. She's the one that got me and like obsessed with rhinestones and more of an upcycle,
how fun.
Less farmhouse type crafting, but more upcycle crafting oh gosh, Melissa, when you come visit next time, I have to show you my vast collection of loose rhinestones. Oh my gosh. And although that's where I met Lindy also, the very first retreat.
Okay, so how did you all find Paint Pixie then, or hear about?
Oh, that's a good one. How did you
find us?
How did you find us?
How did you find us here? In the most loving way, of course.
Right.
How did you find my mother?
Actually, it'd probably be Witchcrafter.
Not witchcraft.
Witchcrafter.
We're not we're doing a Halloween theme, but that's not what we're doing right here.
Through Jappy D, yep. I just don't do journal. Karen, I can tell you something. I don't either. I actually joined a journal class that Jane Belante had. And I did it in hopes of, I don't know, learning to not overthink stuff. Because I also have found out that I'm an overthinker as well.
Yes.
And I was so miserable. I text Jane, I said, and at the time Jane was working for us, I said, look, I would rather give you more hours of work than have to do this because I am miserable. And I joined also, I like to join some groups in order to just help the crafters out, right? Show my support. They're all in it to make money. It's a business. But that journaling class, I just couldn't. And Jane is like a master at journaling. So meeting you is how I found, yes, Denise, because we met at that retreat, which was such a wonderful day.
Visual journaling. I want to do a visual journaling
Hey, what's that?
project where you can buy a book or a journal and you like literally paint over the pages and create like art in a book.
Oh, you know what's funny? Wait, so you're using the background of the page as part?
You could
Lindy
do it,
does that a lot. She'll take.
but does she keep the whole book together?
It's not a book. She'll just do one page, but she'll use yellow pages, for instance.
Yeah.
And
there's like all kinds of cute stuff I've been seeing on Instagram and
She
TikTok
does
that I'm like, all right, we're gonna try this, and we're gonna try it with our Paint Pixie products.
Maddie, you found me through Jamie Ray Vintage of all people. That had to have been a
10.
wow.
Wait, then religion had been a while ago. Yeah.
Wow. A long time ago. We used to make her stencil brushes for her. That was a long time ago. So yeah, I've got a journal that I started and now it's just put away. Someday tell myself I should get it out and just try to do something with those pages. Like I said, I used to watch Jane and she's so talented.
I want to make this year painted wrapping paper with our paints.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
And maybe I'll take someone's idea with the bubble wrap and I'll use it for like some fun designs.
It's like diamond art. No, Karen, I haven't heard that. Hi, Carla. Oh, Justin. I love Justin.
Oh, crafty brother.
My God. Justin, I would love to peek through his brain. He can think so out of the box. And he doesn't do he does big projects.
I love it.
But yeah, Lindy and Lisa, they are so talented. Hello, Catherine. How are you?
Hello, hello.
And that's how I have met everyone but Laura. Laura's right. Laura, we met through the Turquoise Iris, through Dina. Through her group, right, Laura? If I'm not mistaken.
It's so cute because I forget my mom has friends. And then I'll see these like pictures of her at these retreats, and I'm like, who are these people? Who are these people?
I would love for us. No, I would love for us to have a retreat. And I've been thinking about it recently in Sedona. But then I'm like, would people come? That's my biggest fear. I've always had a fear of rejection.
And I understand. Shannon and I did our first retreat a year ago, and we were like, what if nobody comes? And then it's like, you know what? The right people who are supposed to be there. It's not that hard to plan. So now I'm like, if we want a Paint Pixie retreat, I can throw us a retreat. I have venues. I have all kinds of stuff. Like
Vegas would be the best place, better than Sedona, because of places to do it at.
Place that Shannon and I did, that was like the whole property where there was even like, it was out there past Phoenix, 40 minutes outside of Phoenix.
Which is not far from the airport.
Then you just land.
Yeah.
I think we should do it.
Well, I had one planned and people were starting to sign up. And then we had that second wave of COVID in 2020.
Should we bring it back? Should we plan a Paint Pixie?
But people wanted it in Sedona. That's why I was having it there. Now it'd be to find a place there, and it would be difficult and it's expensive.
Well, we can put it out into the universe that we will find the right place that will be just the right price and the right venue for our people.
Maybe I have to think about maybe in the spring.
Our retreat, it was more like a fun sleepover. It was awesome. We like this so far.
Oh, that's beautiful. And good job on the cat. I love it.
Hold on, I need to check.
Oh yeah, we've been on an hour and a half.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, my project totally bombed.
It's okay. Mine's going okay. It's cute. No, but I get it. Like anytime I have, like, for example, even mini sessions for photography, or I do an event, I'm always have this fear that I'm going to throw a party and no one's going to want to come. It's like
Right.
this inner child birthday
It
party.
is.
What if I have a birthday and nobody wants to celebrate with me? And it's like, that's not the case.
Right.
You get to pick a flower color for this tree.
Who?
You.
Oh, me? I do like, I don't see it here. Candy papaya, but I don't see it.
No,
You
do you
want
want to do
crimson?
the? Yeah,
Crimson?
we can do some.
Yeah.
Let's do some crimson.
Yeah.
The color of blood.
Oh, right.
Metallic blood. Just kidding. Good job on the cat. Yay. Oh.
Yeah, the retreat that I was planning, actually it was when Jane was working for us. It was going to be like 2.5 days. And I was going to have Dion come in and teach something, and Jerry was going to actually talk business.
Oh, I love that.
Because at the time, we were kind of focusing on like the furniture painter also, not just crafters. And but things have changed a lot in my business model since then. So now it could be just a fun, oh shoot, it just slipped through.
Oh, that's okay. This table is from IKEA and it has been through everything. And so while my children are still little, I refuse to buy fancy furniture. Well, while the youngest is still little, Zanaya is fine.
Makes a good work table though. If anyway, so I had even talked about with Lindy and Lisa. Now, where this was, gosh, a long time ago, we kind of first met.
Should do a Souls and Stardust Paint Pixie collaboration one.
Yeah,
we'll throw it. We'll host it. Ooh,
yeah. Sorry.
That sound.
Sorry. I'm trying to.
Like
well, what's funny is, so when Jane and I we had planned one for the month of February. I think it was 2022. I think it was 2022, not 23. I could be wrong, but I think it was 2022. It was going to, because I think that was like the second thing of COVID. So February, it was going to be in Sedona. And then I actually put money down on a place in Laurel, Mississippi, because one of my favorite HGTV shows is filmed there. It's called Hometown. And I thought, ooh, this is going to become it's a destination.
Yeah.
And then we ended up canceling everything again. Like I said, so I can get my deposits back and all that, and everything was so unsure. So we just never rescheduled. Oh, yours looks really good.
And then he's just gonna get a little.
Josie, which brush is she? Karen's one on sale this month. It's called the Leader. It's a 1-inch liner brush. So it's 20% off all month.
Make sure you guys check your emails, because I have every month the newsletter that goes out with the featured products of the month and whatever new announcements we have, what events that we'll have coming up, because I want us to do more stuff like this, even if we're not in the same room together. So what do we do?
We talked about doing this once a month. That is so cute.
Hold on a second.
You need a Halloween tree. You need a little Christmas tree that you decorate year round, or like a stick type tree that you decorate.
Oh, yeah.
I know people that do that. They'll use like a Christmas tree, but they decorate it for every different season and holiday or whatever. That turned out really, really nice.
And so no paint goes to waste.
Yeah.
What color should we do? Let's do onyx
On the side? Sure. Or you do what I do. You start with one color. You don't like it, you build on it, right?
You could totally paint the backside too if you wanted to.
See, that would be something that'd be really cute to gift to somebody, and you write a little note, like instead of a greeting card, you give them something like that, and you write, happy birthday, whatever, and sign it.
Congrats on quitting your job.
There you go.
Congrats on your divorce.
That's right. I had a little kit that was called Cards from the Heart, where I would give like a banner and paper and wood cutouts, little name tag they could write on and make a card. Because I make little wooden cards sometimes for my friends for holidays and stuff, their birthdays. That looks really good. Oh, your rope's going to go in the paint. I think it did already.
Whoops.
That is excellent. That is darling, Yvonne.
Cutie pie.
It is. It is. So do we want to draw somebody to gift a little bottle of First Frost?
All right. So First Frost and
your-
an I am deck. So so we want to leave it open for, what do you do? Like, so like we'll pick it in a day, pick the name, like let it run so people can rewatch. This is a $44 deck. I just want to make sure that people
we can do
have
that.
an opportunity to watch and participate.
So
I just grabbed them.
Do you want to ask a question?
Yes. So the qualifier.
There we go. And then
so
I'm going to be traveling tomorrow.
I can pick it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the qualifier to win this little guy, we'll call him, I'll name him.
And Mio, you'll autograph it in the back, right?
I will. I usually autograph the front because,
or whatever. I'm just saying. Yeah, your front. It's
I'm a Leo moon, so I like, I just.
Well, no, it is art, so you should do the front. But I guess maybe you could put like a little "Thank you for watching," a little something in the back.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
a message.
If you've already won, then we'll move it on to somebody else that has.
Lavada, that is so sweet of you.
Thank you for bringing that up. So we'll do one of my I am decks that has $44 value, as well as this priceless art, one of a kind cat.
That's right. So the two together or separate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I could just ship them in the same thing. Okay. So let's see. So the qualifier will be to leave a comment and answer this question. What has been your biggest aha moment in your artistic journey so far?
Oh, what happened?
It ended.
Can they still see us?
They can see us on there.
Oh, it's just there.
It's just this one.
Yeah.
That's okay. So, what has been your biggest aha moment in your artistic journey so far? So leave that as a comment. We'll leave the entries in for, I'll give it 24 hours. That way people can catch the rewatches and
I forgot that we're also going to gift one of our. So let's do this. We're going to use the same question.
Okay.
And we'll have two winners. I'll gift
okay with that.
I'll gift a deck with the paint. With the First Frost paint.
Okay. Well, I was going to show that, but okay. So we'll do Magical Mystery deck.
Yeah.
I am Affirmation deck.
But these will be separate.
Separate winners.
We're going to have two winners.
And this with
the First Frost.
Okay. So it'll be like this.
Yeah. Oh, look, it matches the.
I'm like, hold on.
Look at this. It matches. So same question.
Yeah.
And Mio will pick. Can you pick my winner too tomorrow?
I will pick both of our winners and then probably ship it out next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because tomorrow's Friday.
I'm going to let that dry.
You could actually give it to Amanda.
Oh.
If you want.
Okay.
And then give her a name and address. We'll have to message you for name and addresses if we don't have them already.
Yeah, if you're not an existing customer. And make sure, like I said, if you want to participate and jump onto any of these lives with us, make sure you go to paintpixie.com and subscribe to the newsletter.
Yeah.
every month, that's where I send out announcements, or we have extra sales, fresh drop of like our
Yeah.
$5 and under sales. Like our breast cancer awareness kit that was on sale. So instead of 20, it was only $15.
Right.
Which I think we have a handful of those left.
We do.
So if, you know, and we want to help you guys stay creative and fresh and doing things from the heart that means something to you.
Right.
So let's see. So you guys keep answering that. I'm going to pull the last couple IM cards for us for the day.
You might want to repeat the question. We might even need to type it in up when we're all done.
Oh, okay.
I
so
can.
Mom
What
will,
I'll do
Mom
is
will
I'll
post the
right.
question.
I can do is type the question. What am I doing?
You shuffle that. I will type the question.
Okay, there you go.
Let me move all the paints and I'll
There
type
you
the
go.
question, because then it's one less thing to have to do. And did I stick to my themes? I got my wood, although it's not embellishment, but I made it on wood. My theme, I did holiday, because it's kind of
Halloween.
It's fall and Halloweenish paint background blended. So I think I did all my 3 magical mystery.
You did.
Okay, so let me type this in. So to enter. What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, this is actually starting to look better.
Journey.
I'm going to throw in this sign that I'm making. I think I'd be able to salvage it when I get home. We'll see. All right. To enter answer.
There we go. Yes.
Oh, we can't pin it, huh? Because it's on StreamYard. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, G. If you're still there, how are you?
I forgot. StreamYard does cool stuff like this.
What's
so
this?
To enter to win, answer what has been your biggest aha moment in your autistic journey.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. So
there's this.
All right. Last cards, and then we are jumping off for the day.
Thank you.
Again, I am surrendering to the sweetness of life.
Thank you for sticking it out with us.
I am showing the world the real me. Thank you, Debbie. I am trusting my intuition. Bottom of the deck. I am healing from the past.
So this is going to be one of the things Mio is gifting along with her ornament.
Yep. So you will get one of these. And if you want to order one of these, you can scroll up. The link to order is dropped in the comments somewhere. So you can
at the top.
Yeah. If you just want to support and order, you can do so. Or if you want to gift one to somebody else and ship it to somebody else that needs some positive affirmations, you can do all of that. And then let's see what we got here. We got the owl, wisdom. Maybe you can incorporate owl into your work. The lion for strength.
Oh, these are different than the other ones, huh?
Yeah. And determination.
Oh, I love it.
Cool. Got some animals coming through.
Yes.
All right, you guys. We love you.
Yes.
Thank you for watching and for the whole hour 143. So we love you guys.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.